Rightio, so here's a little sneak peek of my Lego room. Now, before you say anything, it's not the flashiest out there, but for me, it's just gonna have to do. So lately, I've been doing a little bit of buying, and the Lego's been accumulating just a tiny little bit. So in this video, I'm just gonna build a couple little extra shelves just to get rid of the Lego on the floor and get rid of all the build-up. Because looking at the mess on the floor is starting to make my brain hurt. So for those of you who don't know, if Lego sits on the floor for too long, it accumulates a bit of dust. So I'll just be chucking the two shelves in between them two other shelving units, because for now they're the only place I can go without building a whole new unit. So let's get stuck into it, I guess. So I've pulled down all the F1 cars and added it to the rest of the collection on the floor, just to add to the mess. Mind all the holes, we're not going to worry about them, we're just going to leave them. And now we got to take down this big green bugger. Now Darth Maul. Now we got a free canvas. First I'm going to chuck up some cleats on the side for the shelf to rest on it, just so it doesn't fall down. Now before you bag me out in the comments and say I'm doing it real awkwardly, it's because trying to do it while not hitting the camera and not getting me facing it either. Mind the real blunt drill bit too. So firstly, screw all your holes in the cleats just to make it easier for when you're screwing it to the wall. Then we'll do the back first because it's already level at the back, if that makes sense. Then we'll chuck a level on for the front and screw that up. Now onto the other side, you want to do the exact same thing. Level her up, chuck a screw in there, then you'll be right. Now time to whack in the shelf. Now I did make one a little bit smaller and I chucked it in and I'm like, yep, that's the wrong one. So I pulled that one out and I grabbed the other one. And that one slid in perfectly. Rightio, that's the first one done. Like I said before, it's not the flashiest of them all, but it's going to have to do for now. Maybe later down the line I'll be able to do a proper Lego room. You can see there's a bit of a gap. Might have to chuck a bit of no more gaps in there or something. She's a bit out of square as well because of the wall and how I've installed the other cupboards, but like I said, she's going to have to do. Now time for the second one. I know where about roughly I'm going to chuck it because I know what sets I'm going to put on the shelf, so I'll just go off the height of that. Same deal as before, pre-drill your holes so it makes it easy to screw up. Level a line across. Pre-drill your holes, chuck some screws in. Mark where you need to put it on the other side. Screw up your line. Drill it, chuck a screw in. Drill the front, chuck a screw in. Chuck your shelf up. Now I had a bit of dramas with this one because it was so tight. I had to chuck the camera down and use some force to actually get it in there. So as you can see there, it was bowing in the sides and it was getting caught on the back. So I had to put it down and push it over the cupboard. And there you have it. It's not the most perfect out there, but tell you what, if I did this for an occupation, the client would definitely not be happy with the end result. Don't even think I'd be getting paid. You do see there is a little bit of a gap there. I think I did chuck a screw in just to close that up. But I'll say I'm happy with it for now. It's getting the Lego off the floor and getting the dust off of it and making it look a lot more better up on the shelves instead of just looking at it sitting on the floor. So now we'll start chucking some sets up there and making it start looking all nice. We'll chuck on some of these magnets and I'll tell you later what they're used for. The first set I'm going to chuck up there is the Rivendell set. It's one of my larger ones that I've been thinking about for a while, even when I first built it, what I'm going to make it look good and stand out and sit in a spot where it's not going to look bad. Now we'll just click them first two sections together. Now we'll chuck in the final section for that set. Clip it together and there you go. It's already looking 10 times better. Next we have Bilbo's hole. I want to get the new one that recently got released because I reckon sitting there will just make it look mint. Now it did get a little bit destroyed when I was moving houses, so Wolverine's just chilling on the chair. Then my most recent build, the Dark Millennium Falcon. I made a video about talking and reviewing this one, and hopefully it will be coming out next week or the week after. And now for the two magnets that I didn't forget about. We've added in some lights. Now I didn't know they were sensors and they probably last about 5 seconds and then they turn off. I'll tell you what, it's flipping annoying. This is the only time that I've added lights into one of my displays and it does look 10 times better when the light does stay on. Especially above that Rivendell set, so I think I need to invest in some ones that will stay on and not turn off every 5 seconds. I purposely didn't put it back on the back of the display because it just makes it look like a sky. Don't even need to add a background. The light does make that one look good as well, just makes it shine. And that's what the top shelf looks like. Did some rearranging, and when I put Chewy up there, his head almost hit the roof, so lucky I went good with my sizes, or else I wouldn't be able to put him in. Hope we don't get an earthquake, or else I'll be in a bit of trouble. The shelf does have a little bit of flex in it, but I just won't chuck anything else on there. And this is what the floor looks like after. I still need to hang up the F1 cars and the Darth Maul photo, but other than that, the floor is nice and clean. I do have a plan for the Millennium Falcon, the big UCS one. I won't ruin the surprise yet, but I do have a video planned for it. I also don't know what to do with the couple sets I have there. There's a Lord of the Rings one, and there's another Star Wars one behind it. Don't know whether to keep it in the box or to do a review or what. Let me know in the comments what you want me to do with that. I also have another one up on the shelf up there. Well, I don't know, it just adds another bit of detail to just having it up on the shelf, and it's just a little feature just looking at it. That's what I think, in my opinion. But yeah, enough rambling for now. This is what the room looks like. It's definitely looks a lot better than it did before. Now, I was a little bit iffy about making this video. I didn't know if anyone would like it or if it turned out good or bad. But if you did like it and if you want to say other stuff like this, let me know in the comments and I'll come out with some more stuff just like it. So that'll do it for today, and I'll see you next time.